Доброго времени суток, дорогие друзья, вы на канале Игра Life, и мы продолжаем играть Kingdom Come Deliverance. Мы начали с того же места, где и закончили в прошлый раз. Нас батя послал зачем-то там, я что-то же забыл, блядь, принеси из сундука. Я пришел, вроде это сюда. Да, вот гвозди для Терезы. Ну что это? Давайте возьмем. Все пригодится в быту, как говорится. Так. Что у нас тут есть? Яблочко. Давайте тоже возьмем. Рогалик тоже. Почему нет? Похлебочку возьмем. И что здесь можно поесть? Отлично, давайте отнесем гвозди. Блин.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Куда ты смотришь, малец?
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a
Let
commoner?
him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work. Very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Isvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them.
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
А вот и началось. Так раньше и бывало. Была деревня и нет деревни.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Redrick. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on, come on! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Get running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates!
Стрела. Поразит его. Или этот засранец нахуй сад. Батя красавец. Усач, я запомнил тебя.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them! Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Оу. Наваливаем отсюда, пацаны. Блять, он за нами бежит. Как достать меч, нахуй? Козлина, блядь. Ты, блядь. Какой ловкий. Ебать меня, пиздец. Простой сын кузнеца не может быть грамотным в средние века. Ты можешь открыть книгу и пытаться постигнуть смысл букв, но лучше найти. Понятно. Мы не будем бежать. Мы встретим бой здесь. Ах ты ж, блядь. Руку порезал. Ох ты ж. Бля, быстро он меня зафиктовал. Ха-ха, пацаны. Ладно, давайте выберем более подходящую позицию для нас. Так, он спускается. Может, на лошади у меня будет больше шансов. И коняшка. Ну, вон коняшка. А это кто, блядь? О, это тоже они. Все, пора драться. Бля, пацаны, я вообще ничего не могу сделать. Да, сложно. Плюс у меня доспехов же нет. Он-то, блядь, в доспехах, нахуй, мудень. Надо наваливать, короче, отсюда. Вдоль рва он мне сказал бежать. Надеюсь, я правильно бегу. Так, верховая езда. Шаг дает ушам лошади восстановить силы. Так. Что? Быстрый темп с выносливостью лошади. Галоп самый быстрый, аллюр лошади, однако быстро расходует выносливость лошади. Движение по маршу. Ваша лошадь умнее некоторых людей будет следовать вдоль маршрута, если вы отпустите поводья. Просто перейдите на кентер и не управляйте ею. Шкала выносливости. Теоретически я понял. Теоретически я все понял. Блять. Так, чё? Как залезть-то, блядь? Ёпт. В шею ей воткнули стрелу, блядь. Вроде свалил, блядь. Круто, круто, конечно, все сделано. О, фак. Наверное, нужно пожитнуть. Так, он еще не умеет этого делать. Он быстрее найти человека, который может вам помочь. Я бы с удовольствием... Где? Блять, сбить нельзя было.
Left. Hamburg is to the left, along the stream. Run for it!
Блять, скачут.
Run for it!
Лес. Блин, красивый лес. Смотрите какой. Как настоящий. Блядь, достигают. Так, давай-ка, лошадка, восстанавливай силы. Сейчас ускоримся. Понеслась.
Run for it! Flee!
Че увязались? Засранцы. Беги, что стоишь-то?
They'll kill you all!
Устает. Так, о, я приближаюсь. Надеюсь, там есть лучники.
Oh my God! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Help! Scarlett's been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Halt your Hosen in there! They're turning tail! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the
A
ground?
huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Похоже, я поселился у них. Я узнал, где пекарь.
Damn it, I'm hungry.
Угу, я хочу спать, у меня нет выносливости. Все понятно. Так, давайте-ка откроем. Игрок общее. А, вот как. Вот как выбирать. Первую помощь я умею оказывать, получается. Так, я поизучаю сейчас и скажу вам, что же я выбрал. Итак, друзья, немного поизучав, я выбрал лазутчика, ну, более оптимальное для меня сейчас, потому что все остальное там дольше без пищи, и там, ну, всякая такая вот запах мужика, но они дают как прибавку, так и убавку, что я не хочу. Вот. По кровати тоже это лишнее. Лазутчик более-менее радиус быстрого перехода также увеличивает 10% вероятность отклонения. Да, почему нет? И это общее. И касаемо силы. Сила у меня 3. Я выбрал как скала. Она дает успешное блокирование, то есть шанс 30% потратить меньше выносливости. Все, что я мог сделать на данном уровне. Дальше все идет посерьезнее. Ну, до 14 тут как-то идет характеристики. Вот так. Сейчас нам нужно поговорить с паном Бореком. Ну, и, собственно, и поесть, попить там, посмотреть, где мы. Потому что мы хотим спать, и нас вот коматозит. Я хочу быстренько тут прошвырнуться, изучить. Так, чё? Типа нельзя сюда?
Is someone there?
Понятно, сюда нельзя.
God damn it, my stomach hurts.
Так, я вижу кровать. Здесь вот булочник, походу. Так, давайте-ка начнем. Есть тут быстрое сохранение? Или нет? Пока никто не видит. У тебя нет отмычки.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Красноречие? Красноречие 2. Но у нас -1 почему-то. Может, из-за нашего вида? Ну да ладно. Очень сложно. Где же мне найти эти отмычки? Это присесть. А давайте поспим. Почему не могу? Лук, стрелы, щит, кольцо, шпоры. Да, уж. Ну, видимо, нельзя спать, потому что не наша. Кровать. Какой сундук крутой. Что потом можно здесь все очистить.
Must eat.
Так, давайте ближе к делу тогда. Мне нужно вниз. Так, не будем здесь лазить. Вот спуск. Так, с вами я должен поговорить, но сначала поесть.
Don't you starve. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually.
Hey, look out! Doesn't even know how to apologize.
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
I'd like to buy something from you.
I'm sorry about
Of
what
course,
happened,
lad.
but it's no excuse for ruin.
Так, как дорого, у меня вообще 0,3. 0,3. Ну-ка, а продать я что могу? Сыр стоит денег. Состояние ионное. О, черничная похлебка, яблоко. Тут портится. А здесь можно брать? Спасибо. Большое. Я сейчас поем обязательно и посплю.
Watch where you're going.
Извините. Да я такой жадный, я просто хочу есть. Сыр. Яблочки. Thank you very much. Я безмолвно благодарен вам за вино, за похлебки, за все вот это дело. Я тут еще возьму кое-что. Чтобы продукты не пропадали, я возьму это все. А теперь съем. Так, весит они 0,2. Давайте посмотрим. У нас стрела плохого качества, которую из меня вытащили, что ли. 5 сыра весят 0,6. Надо фугануть их. Сыр фугануть надо. 100%. Стоит нормально. Восстанавливает неплохо. Сытность 53. Так. Сытность 67. Хлеб тоже тяжелый. Энергия 37. Похлебку давайте впитаем. Энергия 39. И яблочком закусим. Это что? О, лечение. Прикольно. Отлично. Так.
What the hell are you doing?
Сейчас я фугану сыр.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Продать сыр. 5. Хорошо. Я согласен. Хоть чуть-чуть заработал. Пошлите отсюда.
What the hell are you doing?
Выпустите меня.
Lord Almighty.
Какого хера я не могу выйти? О, спасибо, что открыл. Это вообще беспредел творится. Так, надо с ним пообщаться.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard... I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Понятно, я уже там побывал.
Sir Divish has suffered so.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear. Aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Блин, можно было, наверное, не жрать свое барахло, которое у меня есть. Выполнено. Конечно, выполненное. Я все, блин, просто спер здесь и это. Вот сторожка, походу. С другой стороны вход. Привет.
Please tell me what happened at Scarlet. I have kin there.
Это чё? Блин, как же я устал. Пора поспать. До 5 утра нормально.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Многовато, конечно, тут раскатывает. Просто, да.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I met my friends right next to the Skalitz alehouse. When we heard Deutsch praising Sigismund, our blood boiled. My mates decided to teach that fool to mind his tongue, so, thanks to us, Deutsch had to scrape horse shit off his newly whitewashed house.
How foul.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one Cuman after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her.
I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
Oh, you poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Probislavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
О чем ты задумался, парень? О чем ты задумался?
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly!
этого не говорил.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
На что, интересно, я должен взглянуть? Воу, дождь. Давай-ка возьмем факел. Так, удерживайте. Понятно. Куда идти-то? Так. Все, понял. О, льет как из ведра. А, он меня на стену же звал. Воу, ты что здесь спишь-то? Блять, неужели выше?
What are you doing here? Get lost, or you'll have me to reckon with.
Че, нельзя сюда? Ладно. А что ты спишь, нахуй? Меня вот он позвал, блядь, я подумал, что сюда. Но если не сюда, то куда? Не сюда. Блядь. Просмотрел все. Куда, блядь? Так, журнал, нахуй. Иди на стену по лестнице у ворот. Ворота.
Sigismund wouldn't catch up with us in the forest? Here, at least, we have a chance to defend ourselves.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Jesus.
Hey!
Look where you're going.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well,
Жаль, что с него вода не
we'll
стекает.
find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Было бы прикольно.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Rubber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat. I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Tamber?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Ratai now.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled and report everything to me at once. Understood?
Чё, бля, молчите? Да, сэр, надо говорить, бля. До звона, блядь.
Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry.
Ну, сейчас вода
I'll tell
вижу
the men to relieve
отскакивает
you later.
слегка. А вот сейчас нет. На этой стене, блядь. Так. Да, безусловно, на этой. Держи караул на крепостной стене. А здесь что у вас? Все, понял. А где отмычки, бля, покупать? Или брать? Я просто взглянул, там ничего не делал. Одним глазком. Ты проходи. Блять, неужели спалил?
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Дождаться утра. Ну хорошо. Вот так. Ну ладно, сейчас я только... Нет, не все смотрел. Ты ушел? Молодец. О, фак, сколько стрел. Сколько... Конечно, я возьму эти стрелы. Все. Здесь и пережду.
Everyone to the Bailey Bathurst. Quickly, we have visitors.
Что случилось? Идите на стену наружного двора. Мычу. Так, стоп.
Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
Куда? Да? Нихера себе.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markvart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, the Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that the Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
Залечил. Красиво сказал, конечно, определенно. Но парнишка все запомнил. Усача запомнил, блядь. Ну что? Храни своих родных, говорит с паном Берегом. Заполучи лошадь. Конечно, надо заполучить.
Damn. What is?
Jesus, look where you're going.
What the hell?
Ладно, пускай они рассосутся тут немножко.
Да
пошел ты. Я прошвырнусь. Осмотрюсь. Может, чего найду интересного. А может, не найду. Купец. Где? Где-то здесь купец. Ну-ка. Кристаллище есть у них тут. Точка перехода есть. Скалится, ровную проскакал. Так, ну сначала мне нужен купец. Убежать надо. Наверное, в здании. Ребятки, у вас тут купец есть просто. Только кто не хочет разговаривать. Ну ладно, может еще рано. Поговорить с паном.
My respects to you.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
Я не знаю. Ну, надо правду ему сказать.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Борода.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Kuttenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
I suppose because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defences too, if you need them.
Not at all. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Where did these humans come from anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
Все, что хотели, узнали. Поговорили. Ну что, мне нужно раздобыть лошадь и отправиться в Скалицу. Давайте возьмем внутренний замок. Лошади у нас здесь. Так вот же она, Алена, сесть верхом. На эту не могу. Сесть на лошадь и украсть. Нет. Вот на эту могу. Пам. Ну что, друзья, вот такая история интересная приключается с сыном кузнеца. Мне очень нравится, в принципе. Надеюсь, вам тоже. Да, наступила на ногу лошадь. В следующей серии мы продолжим. Надеюсь, будет еще интереснее, чем сейчас. Мне пока все нравится. Графика и диалоги, все так построено. Очень атмосферно, ребят. Вот. Ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии, подписывайтесь на канал. Вы были на канале Игролайф. Скоро мы обязательно продолжим. Всем до скорого, друзья. И пока.